my calling card, my foreign arms, I stand beside you. My lucky star, my foreign arms, I stand beside you. My dreams defer, our truth convert to one beside you. My lucky star, my foreign arms, I stand beside you. In a way we are the same, truth we're bound by name, though the world could never notice this. In a way we are the same, truth we're bound by name, though the world could never notice this. My lucky stars, my foreign arms, I'll stand beside you. My lucky heart, your foreign arms, I stand beside you. In a way we are the shapes on intersecting planes, though the world could never notice. In a way we are the same, truth we're bound by, though the world could never notice. Thank you, thank you. In true rock and roll tradition, I actually started bleeding all over my guitar.
We like to save that for at least 3 songs in.
Oh, no. We start at full volume and work our way down.
Did you sign the waiver? Any bloodletting or? Oh, okay. Now, before we go on any further, which one of you is Nick? Just all raise your hands, except actually, you could all raise your hands, and that would be fun.
In a way, we're all Nick, deep inside.
So, why don't you introduce yourselves beyond just that most of you are named? Is both most?
Well, my name is Nick Garcia. I play guitar and I yowl.
I'm Nick, and I play bass.
I don't have a microphone to speak into.
Just scream.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Matt!
That was really good. I was not expecting you to take me up on that.
You're like the Walt Whitman of drums.
Now, I'm guessing at least 2 of you have been musical together for longer than...
Oh,
I need a microphone really bad.
You just lean up and just yell into your overheads.
I mean, you're welcome to share if, but I realize you're seated, so you got to drive.
Oh, you can? Great. Nick and I we started this venture, I guess, about 4 or 5 years ago, pretty informally.
Yeah.
We recorded a record. It sounds awful, but we love it.
Is it on Bandcamp?
It
Yes,
is.
it
You
is.
can actually download the whole record on windmillsisaband.bandcamp.com.
But that's from the 20th century when everything was black and white, so it's not.
Yeah.
It
Sure
actually
rich.
comes with an FCC warning on it, and
have
valves,
to-
manual valves.
You have to adjust the tracking. But yeah, we started it super informally. Nick writes great songs. It's, as much music as I play, it's always just nagging in the back of my mind of the highest importance to like bring all of his songs to life, and so
We're his backing band.
yeah.
Aha.
But yeah, we made that record, and that was a couple years ago, and we played one show in almost 4 years, and then I moved down here about a year and a half ago
From
from Kankakee. We're all from Kankakee. And yeah, it's just been a long time coming, and now we're just hitting it full steam. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's why we're here. That's why we got these tunes.
how'd you wind up on a big label like Airship?
Dedication and hard work.
Talent Scouts and
Yeah, oh yeah.
bidding war.
Bribery, drugs.
Uh-oh.
I was tricked into.
Plenty of Allegra.
Just so you know, I don't know what the public TV policy is, but we're not allowed to show drugs or alcohol on the radio. So
Well, don't worry, I have none on my person.
Maybe an ointment or two. but-
we have to have a 5-minute warning for licentiousness. So it's a West Coast delay kind of thing. East Coast, West Coast, you know how it works.
Biggie.
Yeah. Somebody pour a bottle flask out. And I guess nobody has one because I said no alcohol. So
Yeah.
I have some very strong hot tea if that helps.
Ooh.
From Kobe.
with apologies to our listeners in Utah. We actually have regular listenership in Utah. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh man, I love it.
So this could be your Utah debut for.
All right.
Hi, Utah. We love that you're a state in the union. Yeah.
So we talked long enough. If you want to do 2-3 songs in a row repeatedly, feel free. I only have to interject for a station update or station ID at the bottom of the hour. So you're listening to Windmills on WEFT 90.1 FM Champaign, and rock on.
Thank you.
We are in motion, we are in truth. You know those letters hold them back and rewrite that name. I'll say the same. You know those feelings hold them back to you. Go, but I won't. You can tell me. 10-story cafe. See the light in your eyes. The light in your eyes. Rewrite that wrong. I'll turn in time. You pull the feelings, turn them back and rewrite that shit. You say the same. You know those letters pull back forward. You go, but I won't go. You say in-story cafe. I see the light in your eyes. See the light in your eyes. See the light in your eyes. See the light in your Thank you. Fun fact about this band, I switch guitars every 2 minutes, so I'll try to not make it an awkward silence while I do so. I recently bought my third electric guitar, and it's going to make for even more awkward pauses, so enjoy.
Shout out to the Upper Bout.
Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, thank you in advance to the Upper Bout for helping me set up my new Epiphone, so.
The folks over there.
Oh, yeah. They're all nice guys. Oh, yeah, they also saved the night by helping Nick get a string for his bass like 2 minutes before they closed, so. So if you want to know who to blame for us actually being here tonight, you can blame them. Breathe. All right. This one's actually going to be on our new record. It's called The Ballad of Quiet. And when we wrote it, it was actually about 10 times this speed. Reverb o'clock.
I was young. You were foolish to think that our time would be any different from the last. But I've known that we are shown, sent our way. You were too far to reach, and in time would say we are different from the last. Though I've known that we are shown, send a voicemail, drop a line, make a promise for a promise, or a hand held in our line. Though I've known that we are shown, sent our way.
Thanks. All right. That was 3. We have some good counting skills here.
Well, you know, we were checking levels and things in the booth to make sure that you were going through okay. So
I was dancing.
she was dancing. She was breakdancing. She was on the floor.
I'm always on the floor.
I won't ask. So it is. There's no clock. Where's the clock?
It disappeared.
10:20.
Okay, it is 10:20, which means I'll probably be talking again in about 10 minutes. But this is WEFT Sessions with special guest Windmills. And whatever you guys, shows upcoming, releases. At some point tonight, I want to talk about a compilation you're on.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we can.
There too.
I'm not sure what the other one is, but you're not necessarily sure which one I know about and which one I don't. So
That's true. Touche.
Hey, has the drummer been here before? He looks familiar.
Yeah.
is it a secret with which project?
I play with Rebecca Rizzo.
That would be. She was here pretty well. She was here solo recently.
Recently, yeah, because another band of mine, Tiger Beat, had to drop out at the last minute, so she graciously covered.
Now, I assume by association that means you've also played with Fiona Apple.
Ah!
That was a lot of fun.
That is the fastest I've ever recognized what you guys, the backing band from the first note,
Awesome.
Didn't have to be any vocals. I don't think she was on stage yet.
I don't remember.
But
We were nervous, but that's good to hear.
what made me sad was the former hostess of this show. She hosted this show not 2 episodes, but 2 different spells in the late 90s and then immediately before me. She is crazy about that. In fact, I think the first song she played publicly was a Fiona Apple cover, and she's normally at the cover-up, and she wasn't there that night.
Oh,
So I was looking around frantically, wishing she were there, but she keeps busy, so it's not like I think she was watching TV. I am well aware of all that she's juggling, but
I'm glad you thought it went well.
oh
I
yeah,
appreciate that.
it was great.
That one was really fun for me too, because I I was a '90s teenager, and the title, that first record she did, was like on constant repeat in my bedroom from like 1997 onward.
Do you know her real last name?
No, actually, I don't.
She is actually the daughter of somebody who was in TV shows in the '80s, and well, nobody can. Well, you're
Keeping
projecting
us in
enough.
suspense. I mean, I could pull out my smartphone, but that's not good radio etiquette.
Her
Is
her
that it?
not officially. Her father is Brandon Maggart.
Who's that?
Well, I never. I'll pretend I know who that is.
Yes,
I didn't. I just said, who's that?
but I believe her sister goes by her full name because I think it's Fiona Apple Maggart, and she has a sister that people don't realize is her sister because she goes by.
Yeah.
Mike, do you remember Fiona Apple's sister's name? She's also a recording artist, but she
I
didn't
did not
have the
know
criminal. You know, she doesn't have the household name single with the gross video. So
Yeah.
The very creepy video. Yeah.
yeah, that's one of the most unpleasant concepts.
Glad
But
to say I haven't seen the video.
don't look it up; you'll be sorry. I enjoyed the song for a number of years before I was aware how poorly promoted, I guess effectively, but still. Anyway, let's talk about something
Where are
pleasant.
you need a
guys from?
palate
Tell me,
cleanser.
tell me.
Well,
I gotta go home.
the
Where
whole
are these guys
while
from?
you're asking, my microphone is doing bad things, so I was trying to control the situation, but I'm just gonna let it slide. So yes, you guys, they said they were from Kankakee, but that doesn't mean the band is from Kankakee necessarily.
Yeah, I'd say we're firmly planted here. Yeah. It didn't take long. I think we fit in here. People are receiving us fairly warmly so far. We've only played a couple of shows. So.
Well, your record label is down here, so
That's true. Yeah.
What's the record label again?
Airship. See, I would tease her, but I know she was in the booth, and
Yeah, I did
on the
hear
one
that.
hand, if nothing is going on, you can hear it very well in the booth, but when you're having to call and check the levels and make sure that the transmission is going through to all the other people, it can be hard to take notes. So I will let Jess have a pass, and any friends and relatives of Jess also I may have referenced. Anything else? Any upcoming stuff?
Oh, yeah.
The next thing we've got going on is right next door at Mike and Molly's on April 12th. There's this band from Philadelphia coming through called Hop Along, and they are just one of the best bands that I saw last year. Absolutely.
Can you describe them?
Yeah, they're
Chaotic, beautiful, loud.
mhm.
They have this perfectly imperfect singer and like a really great rhythm section.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how to describe it other than just like
Go
she
see
has,
it.
she has,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
very chaotic voice
Are-
and it's very chaotic music, but they stay together really well.
Are they like Melt Banana?
Not that kind of crazy.
Okay.
Ooh, I don't.
Don't
know.
ask.
But
I'm not going
what
to.
I would recommend is anyone who hasn't heard them, just hop on Bandcamp and listen to their first record, which is called Get Disowned. Well, I guess it's not their first record; it's their first full length, called Get Disowned. It has been on repeat in my iPod in my car at home for like the past year.
Yeah, when we found out we were going to get to open that show, I mean, it was in my CD player playing when I got the email.
That's great.
Yeah, they're just unbelievable. I saw them open for a couple of bands I really liked, and they just blew them way out of the water. And I didn't know that they were, touring around a lot. So, I mean, when this came up, it's just, yeah, we're beyond thrilled. They're one of our favorite bands, so.
I have a request for Mike. My microphone apparently thinks it's Lily Tomlin, and it's shrinking before my eyes. So when these guys get ready to do their next song, could you turn off my mic so I can fiddle with it without it making a lot of horrible noise? Thank you.
Wants to fiddle with it on the air.
Oh, Jess, you're so mature.
They should play music now then.
Oh yeah, music. I've heard that we do that sometimes. It's a side product of us existing, I guess. So I guess this one's also going to be on our new record, which we're working on right now. Hopefully our debut on Airship Records, but our second album, so... I don't know if I can at this rate. I may die.
You can. You'll be
I
alright.
actually-
You're young.
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 I'm like 80.
You look 20.
Aw, thank you. Thank you, dearie. So part of my process is kind of writing songs on this little Spanish guitar I keep around. So I thought like we would let Matt and Nick take a little break and I would just play a couple of songs the way they sound on my Spanish guitar. So I'm gonna noodle some stuff around, move some things, and play a couple tracks. Aw, thank you. Oh my god, I'm falling all over. All right. And now some gratuitous microphone noise. So, I've always been a singer-songwriter type person, and I always did quiet songs, and sometimes I would play something and go, oh, this would be great if I had a band, but I never had a band. The nice thing is, once I started working with Matt, it was immediately apparent that, like, now I have a band. So, Matt and Nick have been the perfect person to, like, take it out of this, like, mopey singer-songwriter world and help me make these songs something bigger, but every once in a while we have something that just ends up on a guitar, and so this is one that's going to be on our new record. It's called Sugar and Introspection. I have no arms that would reach in the way, and I have no hands that would shape it the clay, but I know that there's something you're just about to say. It's as though I've heard enough taken your arm, but I know that there's something, and it's just beyond my worth. It's as though there's nothing left for me. Sugar and introspection, all we are. Sugar and introspection, all we are is home. I have no arms that would reach in the way, and I have no hands that would shape in your name. But I know that there's something that's just beyond my reach. It's as though there's something left for me. It's as though there's something left for me. So yeah, so that's a song. I figured I would do some of the quiet ones. So this is another one from this record. We all have day jobs. We're all people who have, soul-crushing day jobs like everyone else. And I used to be a librarian, and I wrote this while I was a librarian, thinking I was going to be, working for, $12 an hour for the rest of my life. Luckily, a little bit after that, I moved here, so I loved my job, but sometimes just having a job is just soul-crushing. So this is a song about being a grown-up and doing the boring things grown-ups do. Pack up your jeans, your thrift store shirts with exaggerated collar, your art school dream, fading hint of what you'd ought have been. It's time to grow up and sell yourself short. Sell those CDs, put 'em on an Apple Micro Pocket machine. It's time to grow up and sell yourself short. Hey, do you remember my blood and tears? Hey, do you remember the smell? The feel? Copper and sincere. Hey, do you remember the feel of real? Put it in a Ziploc bag, hide it in the freezer. Matching hoodies, a dream that would have been a perfect gift when we were younger. Pack up your jeans, it's time to move on and sell your old dreams. Whew. What do you think? Should I torture these guys with more of my singer-songwriter? Oh, that is 3, isn't it?
Well, I mean, you can have another, but I had said that I needed to do a station ID at 10:30, and it's not 10:30.
Oh.
What time is it, Mike?
It's 10:38.
Yeah. Well, we could just disregard the line in the middle of the 8 and pretend it's a 0. You were talking about having a record coming up, and I wanted to show you. We have this rare Silver Sun Pickups album here.
Oh, nice.
See what it's called?
Title TBA.
I love that. It's Carnivus, but our copy is not called Carnivus.
Oh, yeah. When was that? 2006?
Before they were, I mean, before they came here, before they were famous.
Oh,
so,
nice, very nice.
But I was going to say, right now, you may have the same album title as theirs until you come up with something real.
Oh, man. We actually do have an album title, but we're not really allowed to say it on the air.
Which is what made me think of this, because you sort of stopped when you said, we have an album.
You know, I like to pretend I'm mild-mannered, but I enjoy my cursing every now and again, so.
Well, you know, I always thought the effectiveness was to save it for when you wanted people to pay attention. You know, if you just say hell, 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 you know, then keeping in mind I'm on TV, then, you know, you get mad and people have heard it all already. They don't even flinch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I kind of really at the end of the day, it's the single moment that you glimpse. You know, I write about sweet things, fun things, cute things, and it's, you know, just being, you know, just playing, you know, the whole not iconoclast, but, you know, juxtaposing sweet with a little bit rough is kind of, it's just fun, you know, to do.
You reminded me of a story. Do you mind?
Go ahead.
Okay, because this
Indulge
has.
me.
When did you get to Urbana-Champaign?
I moved here a year ago this week, actually.
You missed this by a mile.
Oh, wow.
Mike, do you remember the Elite Diner? There used to be a portable, old-timey diner trailer in Urbana. And they did something with the parking lot, and the restaurant couldn't continue to operate. But when I lived much closer to the Urbana-Champaign dividing line, I walked a few times to the Elite Diner in the summer. It was nice. And it was this immaculate old-timey diner. And there was a girl behind the counter who had to have been about 17, she looked almost out of the Waltons, in that she looked very sort of wholesome Americana, you know, she fit well with the diner in that she had kind of an old-timey look, very innocent. And I got a strawberry milkshake, and it was delicious. And she was bragging to me about it afterward. And she was asking me if it was good. And I said yes. And she said, because I put in so many strawberries. And she just unleashed this torrent of swear words talking about the strawberries. And it was just the most dissonant sort of... It brought me back to 2001 or 2002 or whatever year it was, because she broke the spell right there. And she was just so proud. I know she didn't realize that she was using like 6 F words to describe the strawberries, but you know, it was just such an innocuous thing that it was funny.
It's the sweet ones that catch you off guard.
Exactly. You know, if she'd started off like that, it wouldn't have surprised me at all. But it was like Marie Osmond just, you know, telling a dirty joke on Austin City Limits or.
Nick Garcia is our
I am.
You could maybe be Donny Osmond. I don't know why you'd want to be either one. But again, with deference to my listeners in Utah, you know, if the Osmonds are. They're not local, so I can pick on them.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mean any ill. There are bands that I...
When do we get to start making the Iowa caucus jokes?
Is one of you planning on participating? I think last year somebody won it last year. I think last time somebody won it by like 8 votes. So, because they didn't know who the winner was for like 3... Oh my goodness! It was they declared the wrong winner for about 3 weeks.
Oh really?
And
I usually about 2 minutes into it I stop caring. So.
Oh, you care up to that point?
I pretend that I do, sure. I'm really good at pretending.
I don't think 49 of the states care very much.
Probably 50, actually.
They keep debating whether they're going to do it anymore or not. But anyway, yay! Okay, Utah and Iowa. We and Illinois sort of assumed. Being called Windmills, where do you derive your? Is there any Spanish or Dutch anything?
Well, I am actually half Latino, but the story behind the name is that I had a friend who actually helped engineer some of our stuff over the years, named Derek. He does this really great thing called Quiet House recording. But he and I had been friends all the way back to when I was like 14 or 15. And he was in a band called Garden State Parkway.
Okay.
And he had this song that, like, to this day, I can still, like, sing it back to myself, called Windmills.
That should be your encore tonight.
Oh, man. We should have learned how to play Windmills so Windmills could have covered Windmills.
See, because it wouldn't just be a song where you were bragging about your zip code, I'd be fine with that. I've recently been reminded, because I'm going to play a song that they covered later tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Where I grew up, there was a band that had a song. It was I Love, and it was their band. And I just thought it was the tackiest song when it came on the radio, because they acted like they weren't singing about themselves. And this was before hip-hop, and they were like sort of like an oldies cover band. So singing, I love Todd, when you're Todd is kind of embarrassing to me, but
It's like writing your LinkedIn profile in third person.
oh gosh. I think you might have broken the universe. I have no further words.
This is what happens when you work at a software company.
I seriously thought LinkedIn was just a virus for a long time. I had no idea it was a real one.
It basically is. It's a virus for the white collar crowd.
Have you ever seen the dinosaur comics about LinkedIn?
No, I have not. I love dinosaur comics though.
It's the best one they ever did. But I should let you play songs. I'll look that
Sure.
up for you. But yeah, we can exchange comics and you can swear after the show's over. So.
Right on.
We might even make strawberry milkshakes, but no promises. Got to find that girl first.
Yeah.
All right. Ready? I want a beach house by the lake, inland from sea. I want an ending for you and me. I want a page 209 and 43. I need some closure to end this tragedy. I need a dagger to end your story. Rust away both our beds. I need a beach house where we both can set our skin. I need an ending to the horrid of sin. I'm a villain and so are you. So let's stab each other through all this You guys talk. I have to change my guitar again.
and tune it, so you guys are really out of luck.
Oh, God. April 12th.
Yeah, April 12th.
April 12th, Mike and Molly's. Hop along. Windmills. Uriah. Be there. Gonna be a good one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Uriah. They're new. I've heard their demo. I got to see them live. They seem like they're going to be really cool.
We got the...
Oh, yeah, the compilation.
Yep.
Should we talk about that now or later?
I think Todd's coming back.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about it then.
Yeah, we'll talk about that then.
I think we've probably got time for like 2 more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we going to do? Which ones?
We'll do Ice Castles and Brackets.
Okay, sounds good. We all good.
I can hear them better than I can hear you.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. So now for some loudness, I guess.
I have roots that can be sewn shut. Prevailing ache that can be shut away forever. But when draw me about and way, light me in that big actor. I love you, but I like you better as an ice castle. I have lips that can be undone, the failing word that can be shut away forever. But wait, draw me about and wait, light me in that big ladder, and the test of time. I think I love you, but I like you better as an ice castle.
All right, let's see. What do you think? 1 more? 2 more? 12 more? 80 more?
Yeah, we'll do one more. Probably bring Todd in. You have 2 more? One more.
What? Then we need to talk a long time.
10:53.
We either need 2 more or a lot of conversation.
We
So
got 2 more if you want.
let's do 2 more.
All right.
All right.
Also, you should have mail.
Ooh, mail. All right. Okay, another one from our new record, our forthcoming new record, alleged to appear on Airship at some point. So.
Suddenly my fingernails are too long. Suddenly I'm a ball of yarn falling down the stairs. Oh, I have read in books the archetypes of our Savior's traced in time again. I know the shape, but oh, princess, do you know how long we've been waiting for you? Oh, princess, do you know how long we've been waiting for you to save us, to save us? Suddenly my fingernails are too long. Suddenly I'm a ball of yarn falling down the stairs. Oh, I have read in books the archetypes of light that we trace all the time again. I know as it comes. Oh, princess, do you know how long we've been waiting for you? Oh, princess, do you know how long we've been waiting for you to save us? To save us. We've been waiting for you to save us. We've been waiting for you to save us. We've been waiting for you, waiting for you. We've been waiting for you to save us.
All right. So for our last song, we're gonna do something from our first record. It's called In Brackets.
I have pictures of you in your younger days. The clear plastic wine, what you're trying to say. Let me remember you as you are, not as you. Pictures of you in your dying day. Your face ashen gray, your hands disarray. Let me remember you as you are, not as you were. Galoshes galoshes, much blood around the hall. I don't